The Counseling Center is not just the Counseling Center. The Counseling Center involves several units, which is the Student Counseling Center, the Career Resource Center, the Student Disability Services and ADA Compliance, the Alcohol and Substance Abuse Center, and Student Judicial Affairs. So there's quite a variety of services involved in university counseling services. The Career Resource Center is a place where people can come, students can come, and if they have questions about majors or careers and do exploration, we have several computer programs there, lots of printed material as well to just do career exploration, to see what I want to be when I grow up. Lots of computer assessments and that you can take and find out when you get the results, find out what aptitudes, interests you might have, and maybe get some direction and some guidance. Certainly not a set in stone thing that you must go be this, but maybe get some ideas about what might be good for you. The Student Counseling Center is a place that's available to all currently enrolled students, and we see students that run a broad continuum of concerns when they come in. Presenting concerns run anywhere from the student who is just having a little bit of difficulty transitioning to college life, who might be homesick, who might have difficulties leaving a relationship at home, to more severe difficulties, maybe with some mental health issues, maybe with some issues regarding medication or getting medication regulated. We do have a consulting psychiatrist on staff who can help with that. So we really run the gamut from less severe to more severe issues at the counseling center. So the student that comes into the counseling center looks like every other student that walks down the sidewalk in front of the union. Alcohol and Substance Abuse Center is a part of University Counseling Services. Much of the work done there is in assessment and evaluation, and many of the students who go to the Alcohol and Substance Abuse Center are referred because of some difficulties they've gotten into either on campus or with the law, and they need to have an assessment or an evaluation. But many times also a student may get up here and get to experimenting with alcohol or some other substance, and they begin to question themselves about their use. And that's a place where they can come and talk to a counselor and find out if they're just experimenting or if they are heading down a wrong road and there may be a real problem there as well. If a student has a known disability, they need to come and register with Student Disability Services in order to get accommodations on campus, whether that be more time taking a test or being able to take a test in a quiet space outside the regular classroom. There are many different accommodations that can be given. But in order to get those accommodations, a student needs to come and register with Student Disability Services, and those services are gained through that office. Um, if you think you might have a disability, that is also the place to start. That would involve some testing, but the place to start is Student Disability Services as well. Student Judicial Affairs is also a part of University Counseling Services, and that is the area that we have that helps students to abide by the Student Rights and Responsibilities document, which I would encourage all new students to become familiar with. It's posted online. You will get a copy of it. It not only tells you some of the your responsibilities as a student on this campus, but your rights as a student on this campus. Just like any other community you live in, you have certain rules that you need to abide by, and if those rules are broken, sometimes Student Judicial Affairs is the place where you might need to come and visit with a Student Judicial Affairs officer. Very, very small portion of our students end up in that office, but it's also a very interesting place to come, especially if you're interested in career in law. That's a place where you might want to go by and visit with our Student Judicial Affairs officer. You know, many times a student might have a patch in the road, a rough patch in the road. One of the ways that we've been able to help a lot, and especially recently even more, is it's surprising to some, but loss is often a part of a college student's career, whether that's loss from a relationship or loss because they've come here and they've started in one program and they find out that they're not going to be able to make it in that program, and they have to make a switch right in the middle of their college career, or it might be lost through death of a parent or a grandparent. And the Student Counseling Center is a place where a lot of students come to learn how to deal with that loss. And for many college students, it's the first time they've ever dealt with a significant loss in their life. We've been fortunate. We've gotten funding from the Remember the 10 run recently, and that's helped us to really be able to offer more services and more quality services for in the area of grief. And a lot of times we only think about grief when we think about death, but there's lots of loss, lots of different kinds of loss, and a lot of college students experience loss. So that's one of the ways we help students get past a rough patch in their college career. Other ways might be lots of relationship issues in college. That's one of the things developmentally that college students do, is have relationships. Many of them find a life partner, or hopefully a life partner, while they're in college. So, and those relationships don't always go perfectly. So we find ourselves helping students a lot of times through tough times in those relationships. And again, as I said before, sometimes national trends are showing us that more and more students, more and more people are coming to college on medication already with mental health issues, and those issues are taken care of completely by medication, but they come to the university in need of a counselor to help them get through. And we're happy to be here for those people as well. Over the years, we've seen improvement in medication for mental health issues, just like we have for every other medical issue. And because of that, people are afforded the option to get a college education that weren't even 10 years ago. And that's a good thing. And we're happy to be able to be here to help them do that as well. So we have a very, very diverse population in University Counseling Services.